We welcome you to Santa Barbara for some more Conejo Oaks baseball. I'm Max Schwartzberg alongside Josh Mechanick, ready to take you through tonight's game after a rare 2 consecutive off days. While the Oaks are red hot, winning 3 straight after a 2-game losing skid, and sit with a 5-3 record. A new face enters the Oaks lineup today in Cooper Sheff. Josh, what do the Oaks have to do to stay hot and extend their win streak to 4 games?
Well, the Oaks just have to keep doing what they've been doing offensively and on the mound. We've seen a lot of quality plate appearances. The last couple of games for the Oaks have been really high scoring. They've gotten down in games, been able to fight their way back. They've had the lead and been able to maintain those leads. But we just got to see, as far as the pitching staff goes, a little bit more strikes thrown. Keep their opposing offense quieter. We know how dangerous the Foresters can be, and just keep hitting the ball offensively, doing what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups. First with our visiting Oaks. Leading off, Austin Carrillo getting his first start in right field with Tommy Kendlinger in center field. He'll bat second. Justin Rubin, the designated hitter, he'll bat third, with Nick Leahy in the cleanup spot playing second base. Teno Beltowski back at the first base position. He'll bat fifth, with Cooper Sheff making his Oaks debut at third base, batting sixth. Reeve Boyd, the left fielder who had a big game against the Barons, he'll bat seventh, with Landon West doing the catching. He'll bat eighth, and Alon Camarillo rounding out the starting 9 at shortstop for Cole Fisher. For the Foresters, D. Kennedy will get the start at second base. He'll lead off. Jonas Sabring will bat second, and he'll be at center field with T.J. Pompey, the 3-hitter, at shortstop. Nolan Souza, third baseman, bats fourth. Nick Sanders, designated hitter, he'll bat fifth. Jack Holman in left field, he'll bat sixth, with Dylan Maxey, the catcher, batting seventh. Dominic Smaldino, the first baseman, will bat eighth, and Jackson Freeman rounds out the starting 9, batting ninth in right field for the pitcher, Victor Areola. Should be a good one today, an absolutely beautiful day, as it turns out.
Leading off for the Conejo Oaks, number 4, right fielder, Austin Carrillo.
Austin Carrillo, Tommy Kendlinger now getting the start in center field more consistently. Austin had his first off day back just a couple days ago in Compton against the Barons, but he's well rested, especially with the 2 off days in a row. You know he's ready to get back in there. First pitch misses outside, and we're underway.
For Carrillo, it's been a great start to the summer for him. 9 for 21 with 8 RBIs, leading the Oaks in batting average and RBIs.
There's a strike. Count evens at 1.
Carrillo, a veteran of this Oaks squad, his 4th consecutive summer.
Popped up to the left, but it'll find foul territory, so the count goes to 1-2. Outfield straightaway, power to all fields. 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He got him on a good off-speed pitch. 1 out. First strikeout of the day for Areola.
Carrillo, a very difficult hitter to strike out. That's only the 2nd time that he has struck out in CCL play this summer. Really good breaking ball there from Areola, who's coming off his junior season at Fresno State. Big improvement between his sophomore and junior year. Had a 5.4 ERA as a sophomore, but then a 3.07 ERA as a junior in 41 innings. No starts for him, but he's getting the start today for the Foresters.
Late on that one and sprays it foul. Kendlinger red hot, 8 for 20 to start his Oaks career. He's really merged himself as a everyday kind of center fielder for the guys.
Yeah, Kendlinger 8 for 20 on the season, almost 500 clip.
Thought about it, but he lets it go upstairs, 2-1.
We should also talk about the camera angle that we're dealing with. We do apologize. We know that it's not the greatest angle where we are on the third base side, and can get interrupted by fans walking through, and hard to see the left side, but we'll try to move it the best that we can.
Just misses outside. It's counting even at 2.
It's a different view for us here, being this close to the field.
Yeah, I wish you guys could see what I'm doing right now. Sitting in this is kind of uncomfortable, but I'm just happy to be here. 2-2 misses outside, so the count runs full. Six walks already for Tommy through the first 8 games. The payoff pitch. Fouled off to the right.
Tommy does a good job with that pitch. Fastball top of the zone. Looking for a strikeout there, and Kenlinger just fouls it away to keep his at-bat alive.
That's upstairs for ball 4. It doesn't say we're streaming.
Now batting number.
It's now the 7th walk of the summer for Tommy. Kenlinger has wheels, so definitely a threat to steal a base here for the Oaks. And he chops one to the left side. The shortstop, Pompey, has it. He goes to second for 1. On to first, not in time. Throw from the shortstop, the second baseman Kennedy was low, so he had to dig it out there at first. That bought Rubin just enough time for the fielder's choice. Inning stays alive.
Looked like a tailor-made double play ball there, but Rubin hustling out the box, good 90 down the line, is able to just beat it out and give Nick Leahy a chance right now to give the Oaks some 2-out magic. We've seen Leahy produce at the plate since he's joined the Oaks.
Yeah, that first game, all of his balls over 90 miles an hour, but only one hit, and then really kind of broke out recently. He's been really smoking the ball. Good to see that he's swinging it well. Takes a high strike, so he falls behind 0-2. Arriola looking for his second K of the inning. Got the leadoff man Carrillo to go down swinging. Rubin at first, the 0-2. Stays alive. Good looking slider there from Arriola, but able to get a piece.
See if Kenlinger decides to run at any point. Sorry, Justin Rubin, if Rubin runs with an 0-2 count.
We'll do it again, 0-2. Chopped again to the shortstop, Pompey. Plays it on the high hop, has to hurry, and the throw is just in time for out number 3. So the Oaks get a base runner from the Kenlinger walk, but they strand Rubin, who reached on that fielder's choice. We're going to the bottom of the first inning, still scoreless. Back here in Santa Barbara, Oaks don't score in the top of the first. Cole Fisher making the start, his second start of the season for the Oaks. Last out quite a long time ago. A couple Sundays ago against the Arroyo Seco Saints. He had tossed a couple nice frames, but the Oaks ended up losing that game in the 9th inning. D. Kennedy, who we saw start in center field in the last game against these Foresters, ready to lead it off. He'll take one inside for a ball. Very shallow outfield, so all the Oaks outfielders kind of playing in towards the infield with not a lot of grass out there. Just misses outside. Fisher wanted it and falls behind 2-0. On the ground off Fisher, and it kicks to the second baseman. Leahy, he'll throw in the run. No, he'll pocket it himself. Good he did. No chance to get Kennedy, so it'll be a leadoff single, and painfully so for Fisher.
Now batting for your Foresters, sponsored by Pacific Press, number 37, center fielder, Jonah.
No one out there to go check on Fish, so clearly he's okay after taking a pretty hard hit ball off his lower half. We know Fisher's been with the Oaks for a couple summers. This summer, this will be his third total appearance. 4 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 walks, 9 strikeouts for Fisher up to this point.
Speed on first base. The first pitch to Sabring catches the corner. Good slider there from Fisher. Fastball upstairs misses.
Fish is going to look for something on the ground here. He'll try to keep the ball down in the zone, get double play ball.
1-1. Fouled straight back.
See if the Foresters decide to have Kennedy run. 1-2 count now.
Wouldn't be surprised if most certainly trusts Sabring in the 2 spot. 1-2. Now high pop-up, shallow, incoming Kenlinger. He's going to call off Leahy and make the catch for out number 1 of the inning.
Now batting for the Foresters, number 5, shortstop.
Good bounce back
TJ
at bat there from Fisher. Obviously took that comebacker off his leg. Can definitely shake a pitcher seeing a ball hit that hard coming right back at you, but he's able to come back with a bunch of strikes and get this first out of the inning.
Kennedy still first, and he goes on the first pitch. The throw down from West. Not in time. The throw pulled Leahy kind of to the shortstop side of second base, and it was very close. A good throw, but not right on the money. And Kennedy too fast and able to get his first stolen base of the game. So just like that, a runner in scoring position for the Foresters. Pompey fooled by that one. Count evens at 1.
It's a really good slider there from Fisher. Starting that about belt high. Strike for a long time before falling off the plate. He's got to be careful here with Pompey and a runner in scoring position with 1 out. So good pitch there from Fish.
1-1, and he goes around. That was a completely full swing, but surprisingly so, not called right away. But all good. Second base umpire says he went around because he did, but 1-2 to TJ Pompey, today's shortstop for the Foresters. Fisher looks back at Kennedy. The 1-2. 2-2.
Just being this close to the field, we're able to get a better look at the pitches from Fisher, and you can really see the balls jumping out of his hand. Be nice if we had TrackMan or some way to find out what its velocity is, but ball's looking lively from Fisher.
2-2, swing and a miss. Gone with a nasty breaking ball. There's the same thing we've been talking about. The first strikeout of the day for Cole Fisher.
Well, the thing with Fish is that he does a great job of tunneling his breaking ball and his fastball. Since it's coming out of the same arm slot, it's hard for hitters to pick up that spin on that slider, and he throws it 3 times to Pompey and gets 3 ugly-looking swings.
Kennedy still at second. First pitch to Souza. This is downstairs. Fisher with a fastball in the low 90s. And a really good breaking ball that he likes to tunnel alongside it. Sneaks in the changeup there as well.
Yeah, I think we'll see that changeup more so to lefties rather than right-handed hitters.
I think we just saw it there, darting under the zone to open up this at-bat with Souza. Catches the corner, and the count evens at 1.
Yeah, I believe that was the change to begin right there.
Yeah, Fish, one of those guys who likes to double up on his pitches, especially if he thought he threw a good one earlier in the at-bat. Even if they don't get a bite with the swing, knows his stuff very well. Has a lot of fun out there on the mound.
About 5 shakes from Fisher before he finally decides to step off and reset.
Upstairs, 2-1. Oaks have won 3 straight in that win streak. Santa Barbara, the first of that 3, after they dropped a 2-1 game to the Ventura County Pirates. 2-1. There's that good backdoor breaking ball, and the count evens at 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's exactly where Fisher wanted that pitch, breaking ball at the top of the zone, but it worked out for him. He was able to get a strike call, and now he's got a hitter in an 0-2 count, or 2-2 count.
Runner in scoring position for the Foresters. 2-2 to Souza. And a swing and a miss. In the dirt, West corrals it, fires to first to retire Souza. Second strikeout in the inning for Fish. Scoreless as we head to the top of the second. Back here in Santa Barbara, scoreless inning for Cole Fisher. Tanner Boltowski going to lead it off for the Oaks after they went down scoreless back in the top of the first against the starter Areola. Boltowski, another one of the Oaks, swinging a hot bat. Low strike call there. Boltowski immediately asking the home plate umpire about it. On the ground, a shortstop, Pompey, to his left, fires to first, out number 1.
Now batting for the Oaks, number 25, third baseman,
So now Cooper Sheff, out of the University of Oregon, ready to make his Conejo Oaks debut.
Sheff is a textbook example of one of those guys that we've talked about who redshirted his freshman year at the University of Oregon, so it's been a while since he's got live game experience, and I'm sure he's looking forward to this summer and looking forward to get some live at-bats for the first time in a while.
Yeah, absolutely, especially like those guys, as we mentioned, who redshirt. It's just they love to get back in the game, summer ball. You know, it's a lot different from live ABs or whatever from a practice. So it's going to be huge for Cooper this summer.
Yeah, we got a couple of those guys coming up right now. Sheff up there, and then Reeve Boyd in the on-deck circle. Sheff from Oregon, Boyd from Oregon State, and both of them redshirted their freshman years at a couple of programs that went to the Super Regional, so great experience for the two of those guys, and they're looking to bring it here and actually get some game action.
We saw Reeve Boyd in his first game at the Oaks against the Barons a couple days ago. Player of the game, including a bases-clearing triple as he waits on deck. Yeah, a lot of talent and a lot more to come. Is still a couple guys who have yet to come, but 1-1 and he's late on the fastball. Or 1-2, excuse me. So that's going to be the second strikeout for Areola.
Left fielder Landon West, or Reeve
So as we mentioned, Reeve Boyd coming off a great debut, pretty much as good as anybody could have. 2 hits, 3 RBIs, including an RBI triple.
3 hits.
3 hits.
3 for 5 day for Reeve. 4 runs driven in. It's exactly how you want to acclimate yourself to your new teammates.
That's right. I stopped scoring that game early because I was just so hungry. 1-0 catches the corner. Chopped third base way. High hop for Soze. Fires all the way across.
Nice play.
Nice play for out number 3. We've played 1.5 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Still scoreless. Fisher going back out. Second inning. Oaks don't score in the first 2 innings. Cole Fisher going out for his second inning of work. Ended the bottom of the first with 2 strikeouts, both swinging, in the 3-4 hitters. So really feeling himself early on today, at least what the first inning indicated. Foresters did get a base hit on kind of a comeback or off Fisher's leg by D. Kennedy, but besides that, able to work around the leadoff single. Nick Sanders, a designated hitter for the first time today. Good breaking ball that just misses outside.
And Sanders is a catcher, but DHing today for the Foresters. He's been swinging a hot bat. 6 for 12 this summer.
Spits on that one downstairs, so he jumps ahead 2-1. Or 3-0, excuse me. We don't have a good look at the scoreboard, so gonna have to keep that in mind. He's swinging 3-0 and he chops one foul third base way. Three-one pitch. Line to left field. Over is Boyd, but he's not going to get it. It's going to roll to the corner. Around first, heading for second, Sanders, and it's going to be a leadoff double. Back-to-back innings in which the Foresters have started it off with a base hit.
Now batting for the Stirs, number 18.
That ball was
left fielder,
ripped
Jack
down the left field line from Sanders. Able to keep it fair and earn himself an easy double.
So a runner in scoring position just like that for the Foresters. Jack Holman, left fielder, for the first time today. First pitch of Holman is fought off to the left foul. Kind of sawed him off with the fastball, it appeared. Sanders at second. The 0-1 to Holman. Misses upstairs.
Right now for Holman, all he's got to do is get Sanders over to third base. Anything ground ball to the right side can do that for him.
Yeah, any ground ball, right side, productive out.
Yeah, Fish looking for a strikeout here, or an infield pop-up.
Fouled straight back. Holman nodding his head. Definitely thinks he's on that fastball now. Usually what you see when a hitter gets one straight back, just a little bit under, but on time.
See, Fish goes with that breaking ball. It's been working for him today.
1-2. Changeup misses downstairs. Count evens at 2. We've seen that similar changeup darting out of the zone to lefties, trying to get that swing and miss or weak ground ball. 3-2. Now the count runs full. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to walk Holman, as would put the double play in order, but you definitely want to get a strikeout here for Fisher. Fisher taking a long time getting the signs he's ready. Takes a look back at Sanders at second, the payoff pitch. And that is on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Backdoor breaking ball for his third strikeout of the day, the first time looking.
For the Foresters, sponsored by Finney's Craft House, number 34, the catcher.
It's a really good pitch there from Fisher. 3-2. Borderline call. Holman thought it was ball 4, but Fisher does get the strike 3 call, and that's a big out number 1.
Yeah, we've seen him go to that backdoor breaking ball. It was almost a little bit elevated. Could be a cutter. We can't really tell from this angle, but he seems to have a good feel for this as Maxey swings right through that slider, darting out of the zone. Huge to get that first out via strikeout, because now a ground ball to the right side puts him at third with 2 outs, though.
Although, with how the Oaks infield is positioned, a ground ball to the right side most likely gets through, unless it's right out the first baseman Beltowski, because the Oaks are in a bit of a shift.
Beltowski playing well off the bag, and Leahy, the second baseman, holding on. Sanders at second. There's also quite a bit of a gap up the middle to the shortstop side. Camarillo in the 5-5 hole. Strains him up, but he takes just inside. Outfield straight away. Jumps out of the way that one, so Fish falls behind 3-1. That's going to miss upstairs, and the first walk of the day issued by Cole Fisher.
That's something Fisher has struggled with a little bit this year. 6 walks in 4 innings coming in today. Didn't walk anybody in the first, and a walk there really isn't the worst thing in the world, as it sets up a double play ball here for Smaldino.
Camarillo and Leahy, shortstop, second base, and double play depth. Just looking to roll a pair here. 2 on for the Foresters. At the top of the zone for a high strike to open up the at-bat with Smaldino.
Smaldino just 2 for 11 this summer for the Foresters.
Tardy on the fastball. Fish jumps ahead 0-2.
That could be a setup pitch for Fisher. Just throwing 2 fastballs for him to throw a slider, but with how late Smaldino was, wouldn't surprise me to see him go with the elevated fastball again.
Oaks looking for a little 6-4-3. That's going to get away to the backstop. Both runners are going to advance.
Well, he tried to go with that fastball above the zone, and it was just a bit too high and rose on Fisher. gets past West, and now Forrester's 2 men in scoring position.
Yeah, definitely frustrating when you're one pitch away, especially in that 2-strike count. But Fisher, he's looking to strike out Small Dino. 1-2. And he does. Absolutely sorted on that slider. The 4th strikeout of the day for Cole Fisher.
Now batting for the Stars.
Yeah, Fisher's really got that slider working,
Right fielder,
especially against these
Jackson
right-handed hitters.
Freeman.
It just looks like a strike for so long, and they get tempted to swing at it, and ends up being a sword or just an ugly-looking swing.
Jackson Freeman, number 9 hitter. Forrester's right field with 2 in scoring position. Misses away. And Fisher's been able to work in and out of trouble, but you definitely would like to see him kind of pound the zone for some first pitch strikes, especially to the bottom of the lineup here. Number 9 man. Lined over the glove of Beltowski. That's going to go down the right field line. 2 runs are going to score. Heading on over to second base is Freeman with a 2-out, 2 RBI double. That was close, just out of the reach of Tanner Beltowski at first.
Stirs, sponsored by Mesa Cafe, number 1 second baseman, D. Kennedy.
Beltowski did come close to snagging that one, but it was just hit too hard off the bat of Freeman and trickles into the corner.
D. Kennedy, who singled in his first at-bat off Fisher, getting his second look. Takes the slider on the outside edge. Downstairs, good block by West.
It looked like the runner on second, Freeman, read that well and was ready to get going towards third base, but because West kept it so close to him, it was able to hold up the runner at second.
And the Oaks 7-4 win against the Foresters. Last week, the Foresters jumped ahead on the bird first, as they do here. 1-1 to Kennedy. Fooled on that fastball. Two runs home for the Foresters, but Fisher looking to strike out the side. 1-2. Just misses outside.
It's a really good location there from Fisher. Outside corner. Looked like West was set up away, and he hit his spot, but the umpire ruled that it was too far outside.
Two-two pitch. Again, misses out, that time at the slider, so the count will run full.
Let's see if he throws that pitch again. Kennedy barely held up that time.
Payoff pitch to Kennedy. Line to left field. That's going to get down for a hit. Boyd is going to throw to the plate, but it's going to be cut off. And scoring is Freeman as that gets away. Now Kennedy heading over to second. So back-to-back RBI hits for the Foresters.
Now up to bat for the Foresters, sponsored by
It's going to prompt a mound visit
Santa Barbara.
from Coach Dave Solis.
Number 37 center fielder, Jonah Sebring.
We're also not entirely sure how much Cole Fisher's available to go in this game. Like we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, he's thrown 4 innings and 2 appearances, so he's thrown 2 innings in each of his 2 outings. So we're not sure if they're going to let him go much farther than that today.
Three earned runs surrendered, 4 strikeouts. A similar-ish outing to Ethan Glassman, but Glassman allowing less earned runs and really striking out the side, I believe, in the first 2 innings. But a crooked number already for the Foresters. Ball one. Center fielder Jonas Sabring, who flew out to his counterpart Tommy Kedlinger in the first. Getting his second look at Fisher. At the top of the zone, Sabring didn't agree, so he asked the home plate umpire about it. But it looks like he's been calling that consistently today, the higher end.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys from the Foresters dugout disagree with that call, including the hitter Sebring, who turned around and said something.
1-1, and he's well behind that. 1-2, good fastball from Fisher. Kennedy at second. The 1-2. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again. New stadium for the Foresters this season. First time we've been here. 3 runs home for the Foresters. Fisher still looking to strike out the side. The 1-2 offering. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. He does end up striking out the side, but the Foresters with the 3-0 lead as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Here, top of the 3rd inning, Foresters putting up the crooked number in the bottom of the 2nd, so the Oaks got some work to do. Behind 3-0. Two scoreless frames to open it up for the starter Areola on the Foresters side. The Oaks always dangerous, really throughout the starting 9. Landon West, today's catcher, leading it off here. And he rips one up the middle into center field. Coming on full blast is Sabring. He'll slide and make the catch. Unlucky out number 1 for the Oaks.
Yeah, that is unlucky for the Oaks and for Landon West. He hit that ball on the screws right back up the middle, and it's a nice play out there in center field by Sebring, who got a nice jump.
Now Alon Camarillo, who came in as a defensive replacement for Jordan King against the Barons. Chops this one foul, but did not actually record an at-bat because Austin Carrillo, who had the off day, or at least to start on the bench, ended up pinch hitting for him in a tight situation. So it's been a couple days since his last debut. Oh, 1, and he grounds one foul third base way. Camarillo picked up his first extra base hit of the season last week, a double in the right center field gap. Top of the order, Austin Creel waits on deck. 1-2. And he rips one over the head of the second baseman Kennedy into right center field. Rounds first, and there's a base hit for the Oaks, first of the day, coming from the number 9 man along Camarillo.
And that's one of the best swings that we've seen from Camarillo this summer. Falls behind in the count 0-2, works to 1-2, and then takes the pitch on the outside half and just crushes it to right center field, hitting exactly where it was pitched. See if he tries to take a bag now.
Throw over there, but he's back in a slide. Austin well ahead of that one. Carrillo struck out swinging to start the game. Back in the first inning. As Josh mentioned, just his second strikeout of the summer. Very good bat-to-ball skills. Camarillo out first, the 0-1. And he lines one the other way into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. Camarillo rounding second. He's heading for third. The left fielder Holman digs it out. And now Camarillo's getting the wave all the way to the plate. He will score standing. RBI double, Austin Carrillo.
It's a textbook Austin Carrillo swing, lining a ball down the left field line, and we don't have any view of the left field corner, but there must have been some sort of bobble out there as Camarillo looked like he was going to hold up at third, and Parker gave him the wave after what we assume was a bobble out there in left field.
Yeah, as you mentioned, we're kind of completely obstructed, so just knew that was down in the corner, but definitely looking back, a long time taken by the left fielder Holman to dig it out, so most likely a bobble. And Camarillo's got some good speed, so able to benefit from that. Good wave by the third base coach Parker. Two very good swings to start off the inning, both taking it the other way, just taking it where it's pitched. It's exactly what you want to see from this Oaks lineup.
Yeah, the first couple innings, it didn't really seem like they were seeing him all that well, but a couple of great swings to start this third.
First pitch, called a strike downstairs. We've seen that called before, kind of a low strike to Tanner Beltowski the last time, but appears to be some consistency with that part of the zone. Carrillo waits on second, the 0-1. Another called strike that Kettlinger did not agree with. Now he's going to take a look at the Oaks dugout.
Yeah, Kettlinger really frustrated. Feels like he should be ahead of the count 2-0, and instead it's 0-2, and he's got to go to work with 2 strikes.
And that's another pitch. They go to the outside corner. Tommy takes it. Strike 3 called.
Now up to bat for the Oaks, number 39, the DH, Justin Rubin.
Yeah, it's got to be a frustrating plate appearance for Tommy, who knows the strike zone pretty well and seemed to think that those pitches were off the plate, but all 3 were ruled strikes, and he goes down looking at 3 pitches.
Called ball on the outside edge. Went to the slider that time, but I mean, it looked pretty similar to some of those other pitches. We don't have the best vantage point of pitch location from where we are. There's that low strike call. Consistent. Count evens at 1.
I was watching Justin Rubin take some ground balls today before the game, and looking really smooth out there on the infield, but Rubin will only be able to DH for the Oaks this summer. Has a shoulder injury, I was told. And so today he was just underhanding the ball or flipping it to his fellow shortstops out there. But watching Rubin play defense, when he's healthy, it's really good out there.
Carrillo on second. The 1-2 to Rubin. Checks the swing foul. Just gets a piece and stays alive.
It's a really good 2-strike pitch there from Areola. And he got the chase that he was looking for, but Rubin's half swing was able to get a piece and stay alive.
One run home for the Oaks. Looking for more. Upstairs, 2-2.
Ruben's another guy who just recently joined the Oaks but has had a stellar start to his Oaks career.
Two pitch. Softly grounded to the right side. Kennedy fires to first to retire the side. But the Oaks, they get on the board with an RBI double from Austin Carrillo. We're heading to the bottom of the third inning. 3-1 Santa Barbara. Bottom of the third inning, Oaks get a run back in the top of the third. Now a 3-1 game.
Number 5, the shortstop.
Number 3 hitter TJ Pompey going to lead it off for the Forcers. He was the first strikeout victim of the day for Cole Fisher back in the first. That was swinging. Fisher now with 5 strikeouts on the day.
And we'll see how much longer the Oaks stick with Fisher. Hasn't pitched more than 2 innings this year, so the first out he gets this inning will be his longest appearance of the season.
So far 2+, but absolutely. Falls behind here early, though, to 2-0 to Pompey. Swings and fouls that into West's glove. 2-1.
Pompey's going to want that one back. 2-0 pitch, probably going to be a ball. Top of the zone. Pompey swings through it, looking to do damage.
But he falls behind here 3-1. Definitely not what you want to do if you're Fisher. It's been kind of his struggles today. Only 1 walk, but he's been falling behind a lot of these counts early on and putting the Foresters in an advantage. And that just gets a piece of Pompey.
Wait.
But Fisher's saying that it
That's
got
a
his
foul
bat.
ball. Looked like it sounded like a foul ball.
So now Coach Solis going to head out here and talk to the home plate umpire.
By BMW Santa Barbara, number 3, third baseman, Nolan Souza.
The umpires might get together here, but Coach Solis right now pleading the case. Fisher immediately signaled that he thought it hit his knob or at least maybe grazed the bat. Didn't really sound like they're going to most likely keep the call the same. Coach Solis cannot believe it.
Are they going to have a conversation? At least that's what the umpire should do here.
Well, the first base umpire was trickling over, now walking back, so I guess no conversation.
I mean, Pompey didn't really react right away. He reacted if it was a foul ball.
Then he looked back and then kind of signaled his arm, maybe trying to sell it. Fisher fires one over there.
There has been some growing frustration from the Oaks dugout over this strike zone.
The other way, and that's a fair out ball down the left field line. On the run, Boyd going to dig it out, but getting the wave is Pompey. He's going to score. Into second with the stand-up double is Souza. The third double of the day for the Foresters.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by Finney's Craft House, number 2, the DH, Nick.
It's a great swing there, ripping that ball into the left field corner, and that's really frustrating for the Oaks because they were able to put up that run in the top of the first, and now that run has basically just disappeared after the Foresters pick up a run of their own without an out.
So is at second in the first pitch to Sanders, a wild swing and a miss.
Sanders had a double of his own last inning, lacing a ball in the left field corner.
2 looks back. Now he fires home, misses downstairs, 1-1. Fisher, one of the best pitchers for the Oaks last year, and one of a few returners here this summer. One misses outside, but you could tell Fisher and the Oaks dugout kind of frustrated because a lot of those calls at least go in the Foresters' way when the Oaks are up to bat.
It does look like it's out, but it also looks like a very similar location to what we've seen being called a strike.
2-1, and a fastball fouled up to the right out of play. He's going to throw like 10 straight fastballs. That's what he does when he's mad.
Sanders takes some healthy cuts up there. That 2-1 pitch he fouled back. He was swinging hard.
Fisher shakes a couple times. Now he gets what he wants. Runner in scoring position for the Foresters. 3 looks back. Now the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Another strikeout. 6th of the day for Fisher.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by Mustard Seed Catering Company, number 8.
Fisher's blowing it by Sanders there.
Jack Holman.
Fastball location's looking good right now. Let's see if he continues to go with it.
Jack Holman, who was a strikeout victim back in the second, that time looking. Still 2 outs to play with here for the Foresters and a 4-run lead after that run, as you mentioned, was erased. Fouls it back.
That ball went through the backstop.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened, but there must be a hole there somewhere.
Oh, 2.
It's been a healthy dose of heaters for Fisher since giving up those hits. See if he goes with it again on this 0-2 pitch or throws the breaker here against Holman.
That's actually 7 straight heaters from Fish. There's an off-speed pitch. Looks like a changeup that missed down. Fisher nodding his head, liked what he did with it. We've been seeing that a lot to lefties, those changeups, not really trying to throw a strike there, just trying to get a swing and miss on something you can't really do much damage with out of the zone on the 0-2 count. 4-1 game here in the bottom of the third. One and 2. Bouncing in, and that's going to get away. Rounding third, Souza. And now 90 feet away is another Foresters run here with 1 out.
And that changes the at-bat here for Holman. As he's now got a runner 90 feet away with only 1 out. He'll look to put the ball in the outfield now with the Oaks infield coming in. Holman's going to look for something up in the zone that he can elevate and just hit to the outfield any way you can.
With the Oaks infield in, big gap up the middle. Still looking for that fly ball is Holman.
Oh, give me
That
that.
just misses. Fisher laughing on the mound. I mean, he's been getting that call with backdoor breaking balls that appear to be either a fastball or changeup. But that looked exactly where West was set up. Payoff pitch. And that gets him. Second hit by pitch of the inning.
Foley hit Holman on the knee there. That one,
Now batting.
even though it was a breaking ball, that one definitely
Number
stings.
34, the catcher, Dylan Maxey.
Now Coach Sully's going out. This could be all. We can't really see if anybody's warming in the bullpen. I'd imagine so, but
Yeah,
our
he's
view
pulling him.
obstructed.
He just pointed to the bullpen.
So Fisher will depart, having allowed 4 earned runs. He's responsible for Souza at third. He did strike out 6, but it looks like Nate Hernandez is going to come in as we step aside. Pitching change here. Nate Hernandez into the game to relieve Cole Fisher with runners at the corners. Fisher responsible for both runners. 4 runs in on the game, 1 in this inning. Forrester's looking for some more.
This will be Hernandez's 3rd appearance overall this summer, 2nd of CCL play. He went 4 innings against the Coastal Dodgers in a non-league contest, giving up no runs, but in his CCL debut, another scoreless inning. 3 scoreless, 4 strikeouts, a couple of hits. Now he enters in a 1st and 3rd jam.
Falls behind here, 2-0. Looking to turn a double play. The Oaks have done a really good job of that this entire summer. They turned 5 double plays in the 7-1 win against Orange County just a week and a half ago. On the ground to shortstop. Here we go. Camarillo goes to second for 1. Leahy throw to first. In time. Double play. Inning over. Great job by Nate Hernandez as he retires the side. We're heading to the top of the 4th inning. 4-1 Foresters. Back here, top of the fourth inning. Oaks down 4-1, looking to get some runs back here after the Foresters added one more. Nick Leahy going to lead it off. He grounded out to shortstop in the first. Straightened up by that one. Jumps ahead 1-0. Fastball darting up and in from Areola. And he grounds one up the middle sharply. Nice play by the shortstop. Pompey spins and fires to first. Out number 1. Nothing you can do there but tip your cap.
Well, that's what we saw a lot of last summer with Nick Leahy.
Now up to bat,
Sharply hit baseball, and just him getting incredibly unlucky. That time was a nice play over there by Pompey, looking like it was a surefire hit, his single.
Kind of an unlucky way to start the inning for the second consecutive frame. Last inning, Landon West, little line drive up the middle into center field, but the center fielder, Sabring, nice sliding catch there to retire him. Beltowski quickly falls behind 0-2. Check to swing there, and the count goes 1-2.
Now they appeal to first base, and that actually causes some frustration in the Oaks dugout.
Referencing, I don't know who was hitting, but there was, it was Pompey for the Foresters. Completely went around, but no initial indication. So that'll miss just outside. 2-2. 2-2. Good spit by Beltowski. The count runs full. Beltowski also grounded out to Pompey at short in his first plate appearance. The payoff pitch. And he fights this one off the other way. Shallow, and it's going to fall for a base hit. Just kind of great display of what baseball is. That really nice swing by Nick Leahy on the sharp ground ball. Finds the glove and a nice throw by Pompey. And then Beltowski fighting one off and just getting that single. So the Oaks going to look to take advantage of that.
Good at bat there from Beltowski. Falling behind 1-2 and looking at some borderline pitches. And then, as you mentioned, just fighting that one off the hands and picking up a single.
Bit of a big league over there, but throw over to first. Beltowski back safely. Oaks now 3 hits in this game. Cooper Sheff for second time making his Oaks debut. The catcher, Maxey, was looking for a snap throw to first, but he loses the handle. Did appear to be down, but we have seen a low strike called pretty consistently today. So I guess we'll just never know. One out, one on. This slowly chopped to the left side. Pompey throws the second for Kennedy onto first. Not in time. So fielder's choice.
Now up to bat,
And Sheff will reach.
Number 5, left fielder Reeve Boyd.
It's a very difficult ball to turn 2 on, as it wasn't hit very hard, nor was it right at Pompey at short. It's in that 5-6 hole. He does a nice job of making sure to get the sure out at second base.
So now Sheff on first, but 2 outs in the inning for Reeve Boyd. High breaking ball. Ball 1. At the shoe tops 2-0.
See if Boyd can be aggressive here. If he gets something he likes on this 2-0 count, look to drive it.
There's a big gap down the right field line. Planning for him to pull. Grounds it off himself, it appears.
A little over eager there was Boyd. Knew he was going to get something middle on this 2-0 pitch, and he was just well out in front and fouled it off.
Two one. Good breaking ball, catches the corner. 2-2. Two down, one on for the Oaks. 2-2 pitch. This is downstairs, so it's going to run full 3-2. So on this pitch, Chef will get a start. Anything to the gap most likely could score him. Chef will be running on the pitch. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He gets him. Another strikeout for Areola. The Oaks strand one as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Fourth inning. 4-1 Foresters.
Now up to bat for the Foresters, sponsored by
Nate Hernandez, who enforced the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play after relieving Cole Fisher, back out there for the Oaks.
That was a big double play ball induced by Hernandez as the Foresters had runners at the corners and one away when Nate entered the ball game. Fell behind 2-0 before eventually getting that double play ball.
Smaldino, who was a strikeout victim back in the second inning, that was against the starter Fisher. Getting his first look at Nate Hernandez. And he kind of changes his mind in the middle of that swing and falls behind where the count will even at 1. High, ball 2, 2-1. Two-one pitch fouled straight back, and you could tell Smaldino frustrated with that. Looked to do some damage.
Yeah, he wants that one back. Looked like a really good pitch to hit for Smaldino. Just missed it, fouled it back.
Misses outside, 3-2. Hernandez facing 8-9-1. Anybody gets on center fielder Sabring will have a chance. Payoff to Smaldino. And he drives one deep to left field. Boyd going back onto the warning track to make the catch. Loud out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by
Yeah, the contact was very solid on that swing, which is what fooled a lot of people in the ballpark, but that ball wasn't close to leaving the yard. It just sounded really good.
As we mentioned earlier, a very small yard, not a lot of outfield grass. So as this is fought off to the left, Boyd coming in full blast, but he'll play it on a hop. As rounding first widely is Freeman, so he's 2 for 2 with 2 hits and halfway to the cycle.
Well, it's an unlucky one for Nate Hernandez. Ball not hit particularly hard, but just in the right spot, dropping over a third base bag for a hit.
Yeah, nothing you can do there. It's another one of those weak contacts that find grass. It's baseball. Beltowski had one earlier on now. Freeman with his. Top of the order, D. Kennedy, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, including an RBI in his last at bat in the second. Takes downstairs. Good job by West sliding over to corral it.
Both these teams come into today's game on a 3-game win streak, so one of them will obviously continue that and win their 4th, while the other loses for the first time in a few games.
2-1. Or 2-0, excuse me. Kind of as I was mentioning before that Freeman hit, the outfielders, while it's a very small yard, they're all kind of playing in because there's not a lot of outfield grass, obviously, not a lot of room to run, so more beneficial to play midway to closer to the infield with a short fence.
There's also no warning track here, and on those balls that are hit to the wall, they're going to have to use their instincts and hope that their outfield or their fellow outfielders are letting them know where the fence is.
Big lead for Freeman, and he runs. The pitch is low. The throw down from West. He got him, guns him out. Nice job by Landon West, right on the money to catch Freeman stealing.
That was a great throw from West, and he hit him by a good 3-4 steps. Nick Leahy had the tag down just sitting there and waiting for Freeman to slide into him.
So now a walk, but instead of 2 runners on, it'll just be 1. Kennedy's now reached base safely in all 3 plate appearances.
Yeah, it's a big break for Hernandez. As you mentioned, it could be first and second with 1 out, but instead it's just Kennedy on first with 2 away.
Now the center fielder, Jonas Sebring, 0 for 2 in the day. He flew out to his counterpart, Kenlinger, in the first and struck out looking to the starter, Fisher, in the second. Kennedy with a pretty healthy size lead himself. First pitch to Sebring on the outside edge, strike 1. Hernandez out of Oxnard College. Kennedy's lead really huge now. 0-1 and he runs. The pitch is strike. The throw down to second. Got him! Landon West says no. 2 runners try to steal and 2 go down back to the dugout. Landon West electric from behind the plate. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. Oaks trailing 4-1, looking to get back some runs. Top of the fifth inning, Landon West, who we just saw throw out two runners in the inning. The last inning, I should say, the bottom of the fourth, getting his second at bat. He lined out to the center fielder, Sebring, back in the third. Downstairs. Looked like one of those pitches that we've seen called a strike at least a couple times earlier. Not this time. 1-0 to West. Generous call in the outside corner. Fooled by that one, he falls behind 1-2. Alon Camarillo waits on deck. Two-two pitch. Popped up right side of the infield. Small Dino just in fair territory for out number one.
Now batting for the Oaks, number 1, shortstop, Alon Camarillo.
Alon Camarillo, very nice single in his first at bat. Just kind of roped one over the head of Kennedy at second base, taking the ball the other way. He came around to score the only Oaks run to this point on an Austin Carrillo double. He's been swinging the bat a lot better lately.
That was most likely his hardest hit ball of the season.
And he lines this one into center field. That's a base hit. 2 for 2 is Alon Camarillo.
Well, I said that the last one was probably his hardest hit ball of the season. I think that one was hit even harder. So Camarillo, a couple of great swings today in 2 plate appearances.
So a similar start to this inning as that other inning, a leadoff out, and then a single by Camarillo for Austin Carrillo. Austin doubled Camarillo home in his first at bat. And he breaks his bat, but sends it to the right side into right field, a base hit. Camarillo heading for third. The throw will go to the third, and he's safe. So a broken twig, but Carrillo will trade that in for a base hit, and all of a sudden the tying run comes to the plate in Tommy Kindlinger.
Carrillo aggressive early in the count, swinging at the first pitch and hitting it off the end of the bat, breaking it, but getting it through the right side, and then Camarillo's got speed, able to get in the third safely.
Oaks threatening here in the fifth. Carrillo at first, Camarillo at third. Carrillo is starting to stop as Kindlinger fights this one off foul.
Kindlinger is tied with with Carrillo for the team lead, having 8 RBIs this summer. He's got his 9th one 90 feet away.
And he lines this one the other way into right field, down for a hit. Camarillo will come in the back door to score. He's now scored both Oaks runs. It's now 4-2. Conejo cutting the lead in half here in the fifth.
That ball was barreled by Tommy, his 9th RBI of the season, which leads the Oaks, nearly getting his average up to 500. It's been an excellent start to his Oaks career for Tommy Kindlinger, and that's going to prompt a mound visit for the Foresters.
Bottom of the 5th inning, after the Foresters bat in the bottom of the Finney's Craft House 5th inning, we are going to have the Finney's foot race. So if you'd like to take part,
some stretching and moving around in the Foresters bullpen. It's a pretty long visit, if I do say so myself. Now the home plate umpire heading out there to talk some things over. Perhaps get them to come back. Now they do come back.
Now batting for the Oaks, number 39, DH Justin Rubin.
All of a sudden the tying run on first base in Tommy Kindlinger.
And we know Kenlinger's got speed, so the ball in the gap most likely tied up this game.
One run already home for the Oaks and looking for more. 2 ducks on the pond for Justin Rubin. He takes a very high strike call. Rubin can't believe it. Neither can the entire Oaks dugout. Oh, 1. Tardy on the low fastball, and he falls behind 0-2. Oaks looking to put up a cricket number here in the 5th. Carrillo on second, and Kenlinger at first. 0-2 to Rubin. And he fights this one off the other way, and it's going to get down for a hit. Carrillo rounding third. He's going to score. Kenlinger on his way to third. In there safely. It's 4-3 as this ball gets away. But the Oaks, with a bunch of hits strung together, that's now 4 consecutive hits, and all of a sudden tying run in third base in Tommy Kenlinger.
We'll have an inning for this Oaks offense. 4 straight hits. That one was not hit hard at all off the bat. Rubin totally jammed him, but landed it in the right spot, and the tying run is now 90 feet away. And I'm not sure if there's another guy you want up there for the Oaks than this man right here.
Nick Leahy has grounded out to Pompey twice in this game, but always dangerous. Runners at the corners for the Oaks. Ball 1. There's a start and a stop at first for Rubin.
I mean, Leahy's just been peppering the ball all over the field, even during BP today. He had a line drive home run that got out in a second. He's just been swinging the bat really well.
High fly ball left field. Struck well. Home and going back. He'll have room. Kenlinger tagging. And this game is tied. Sac fly, Nick Leahy. The Oaks have put up 3 runs and tied the score at 4 here in the 5th inning. Looking for more. Brand new ball game.
That's just a great at-bat from Leahy there. Very productive. Knows what he has to do. Gets the ball in the air. Stays out of a double play and ties up this game.
Runner goes. The pitch is away, and the throw down is not in time.
Yeah, that would have been really tough to throw out Rubin there. And that pitch was well inside, and having to reach across his body and then make a throw would have been really difficult for the catcher.
Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Go ahead run at second base in Justin Rubin. 1-1 to Beltowski. Upstairs, and it's going to get away. Maxey misses it. That's going to be a passed ball, as now 90 feet away is the go-ahead run. Cooper Chef waits on deck for the Oaks.
Maxey's going to have to be extra careful now. The runner on third. Can't afford another passed ball.
Chopped third base way, but a fair ball called by the umpire Souza fires across the infield, and a nice pick on the other end by Smaldino. But the damage, it has been done. We are tied at 4 and have a brand new ball game as the Oaks score 3 in the inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th from Santa Barbara. Brand new ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Oaks scored 3 to tie it at 4 in the top. As now Nate Hernandez ready to continue his work. Definitely a sense of a momentum shift here from Santa Barbara. Center fielder Sebring takes outside for ball 1. If you're the Oaks, you definitely want to throw a scoreless frame after scoring 3 in the past inning. 1-0 misses upstairs, 2-0.
Yeah, certainly that's one of the most important things for any pitcher to do. Once you get a crooked number from your offense, really any run, you got to put up a 0 in the bottom half.
Great spot on the low and away corner, 2-1.
Especially in a game where the Oaks have trailed for the entirety of this one. They come back to tie it. Now putting up a 0 would just be huge for the momentum going forward.
This is grounded sharply up the middle into center field, a base hit. First hit of the day for Sebring.
Now up to bat, number 5, the shortstop, TJ Pompey.
Now TJ Pompey. Hernandez, when he came in for Fisher back in the 3rd inning and forced a 6-4-3 double play to strand a runner at 3rd. There was runners at the corners at the time. Looking to turn another double play here. The Oaks have turned twin killings all season long, and no better opportunity than now. Huge lead for Sebring. He goes. The pitch is low. The throw down from West. Not in time.
Yeah, that was one where Pompey's taken all the way there just because of how good of a jump he got over there at first base. A couple of shuffles even before Hernandez comes home makes it a cakewalk stolen base.
So now the double play no longer in order. One-0. Downstairs, just darting below the zone.
Pompey followed that one all the way in. Looked like a tough pitch to take, but he took it pretty easily. It's a dangerous pitch for Hernandez. Don't want to throw anything too good.
Ripped through the left side and left field, a base hit. Boyd gets it in, as it's going to be runners at the corners again with nobody out for the Foresters.
Yeah, honestly, Hernandez is lucky that was only a single. You knew Pompey was going to look for something middle in there on a 2-0 count. Hernandez wanted to throw a strike, and that was middle. Pompey smoked that ball through the left side. It was hit so hard that Sebring couldn't score.
Back-to-back singles to start the inning for Santa Barbara. The Oaks would happily trade 2 outs for a run, as what it's come to be. Souza, who had an RBI double back in the 3rd. I wouldn't be surprised if Pompey tries to steal to stay out of another double play.
You got to be careful, though, because West, of course, has already thrown out 2 guys.
The heart of the order in the midst for Santa Barbara. Runners at the corners for the Foresters. 1-0 misses downstairs, 2-0. Big hitters count here as Hernandez most certainly wants to fire a strike in here somewhere.
We do actually have breaking baseball news, not CCL related, but Hall of Famer and one of the greatest baseball players of all time, Willie Mays, has passed away at the age of 93. So that's, with a heavy heart, we announced that news. Obviously, touched a lot of lives, baseball lives, over the last half decade. Mays
All-time
sadly
great.
passed away. Yeah.
Pompey stole second on that pitch. It's now 3-0. Fires a strike right down the middle. 2 in scoring position for the Foresters. Looking to untie this game after the Oaks just tied it in the top of the inning. 3-1 the other way, but foul. Kind of saw it off with Souza. Oaks bring their infield in. Tie game here in the 5th. The payoff pitch. And he lines it up the middle in the center field. That's down for a hit. Kenlinger plays it on a hop, throwing to home, but only one run is going to score. He did a nice job playing it as Pompey is stopped at third base, but now 3 consecutive singles to start off this inning.
Batting for the Foresters, sponsored by American Rivera Bank.
A few hard-hit balls.
The DH.
The last couple in particular been smoked.
Looks like we're going to get a pitching change here.
Could just be a mound visit. As we know, Coach Solis acting as both pitching coach. Oh, there you go. It is a pitching change.
So there you have it, a pitching change here from Santa Barbara. 5-4 Foresters as we got a new guy coming in. We'll step aside.
Oh, okay. Well, head on down. We're gonna
Pitching change complete. Left-hander Sam Henches into the game for the Oaks. This is going to be his last appearance of the summer as he is going to head back up to Air Force tonight. But looking to go out on a strong note here after a run's already home for the Foresters.
Yeah, Sam's been a great left-handed reliever for the Oaks this summer. He's been used in a lot of high-leverage spots. It's unfortunate for the Oaks that he has to go back to school, but he is doing the best duty he could possibly do, of course, going to Air Force and needs to be back for some military stuff. A very good reason to miss the rest of the summer for Henches. The Oaks are certainly going to miss him, though. They do have a new left-handed reliever, Chris Lozano, who just joined the team today. But Henches will not be an easy guy to replace.
Runner goes at first. The pitch, a strike. The throw down from West. Cut off by Leahy at second, so the third stolen base of the inning for the Foresters.
Well, with the runner on third there, Leahy didn't want to take any chances as that ball was a little short coming to the bag at second. And instead of maybe waiting for a possible catch tag there, Leahy knew that there was a chance that ball could have gone into center field. So just wanted to catch and keep the runner at third.
Takes low, ball 2.
It's a great take there from Sanders, who saw that one all the way in. It was yes, 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 and last second decided no, and was able to hold up.
Two in scoring position for Santa Barbara. 2-2 pitch coming up to Sanders. Another good take down low. First base open. Still nobody out in the inning.
It's a great bounce back inning for the Foresters, who gave up the 3 runs in the top half of the 5th, which tied this game, and now Santa Barbara's threatening for a crooked number of their own.
Payoff. Strike 3 called. Inside edge. Henches strikes out the first batter he faces. 1 out in the inning.
Now there was that backdoor breaking ball from Henches, and Sanders gave up on it right away. But it found its way back into the strike zone for a called strike 3.
Now Jack Holman out of UCLA, lefty to lefty with Henches. Oaks bring their infield in. Just upstairs, 1-0.
We've talked about it all summer. For Henches, it's very difficult lefty-lefty at bat going up against Henches.
Henches falling behind 2-0 though.
First base is open, but with the favorable lefty-lefty matchup, you'd like Henches to go after Holman here.
Catcher Maxey waits on deck. 2-0 pitch. On the ground by the dive of the third baseman, Chef, in the left field. Only 1 run will score in Pompey, as getting stopped at third is Souza, but another run home for the Foresters. It's now 6-4.
Now batting for the Foresters.
Kind of an inside-out swing. He just took it the other way, and that's the 4th hit in the inning for Santa Barbara.
Yeah, initially I thought Chef was going to be able to get his glove to it, which would have made it an interesting play to play it as Pompey was running on contact, but it was just out of the reach of Chef into left field for an unlucky hit against Henches.
Double play is in order, though. The Oaks 1 pitch away from stopping the bleeding, but still a lot of work to do. Maxey was the one who grounded into the 6-4-3 double play enforced by Nate Hernandez back in the 3rd.
And it was in this exact situation. First and third, 1 away. See if Henches can induce one of his own.
Pretty big lead for Holman at first. But he falls behind 2-0. Three and 0. Trio swinging. He grounds this one softly to the right side, and Leahy boots it. So a runner's going to score in Souza, and it's now 7-4 as the Foresters have put up 3.
Now up to bat for the Foresters, number 38, first baseman, Dominic Smaldino.
Not the greatest 3-0 hack, but it looked like he was going to do the job, score a run, and instead Leahy bobbles it and everybody's safe.
Definitely weren't going to turn a double play with how softly it was hit, but not getting one is definitely frustrating for the Oaks. Ball 1. Six Foresters have come up to bat so far. This is number 7 of the inning.
Oh,
Ball just inside. You can tell Landon West behind the plate shaking his head. He thought it caught the corner.
yeah, the Oaks dugout is growing more and more frustrated by the hitter.
Two-zero upstairs, 3-0. Both runs that have scored so far counted to Nate Hernandez. Ball 4, and he loses them. Now the base is loaded for Dominic Smaldino.
That was Smaldino.
Now
Or,
up
yeah,
to
excuse me,
bat
base
for
loaded
the
for Freeman.
Foresters, sponsored by Finney's Craft House, number 13, right fielder, Jackson
Third free pass surrendered by Oaks pitching.
Freeman.
Definitely don't want to let this game get out of hand here.
Yeah, the Oaks got to be careful not to let this one get away from them. Felt like they were back in it, scoring 3, tying this up at 4, and now the Foresters are one swing away from breaking this game open.
This is outside, ball 1.
It's a good location there from Henches.
Infield and double play depth. 1-0, chopper to second base. Leahy goes to second for 1. Camarillo's throw, not in time. Run scores in the back door. Holman coming across to score the 4th Foresters run of the inning. It's now the 3rd RBI of the day for Freeman.
And that will do it for Sam Henches.
Number 1, second baseman, D. Kennedy.
Could be just a conversation.
We'll see.
He takes the ball from him.
Hencher's trying to stay in this game right now.
It's a good summer for Sam Henches. That'll do it for Henches this summer.
We've got a pitching change. We're going to step aside. Back here after the pitching change, Scott Radinsky will relieve Sam Henches. 4 runs home for the Foresters here in the 5th. The Oaks do have 2 outs in the inning. Top of the order, D. Kennedy.
This will be the 3rd appearance of the summer for Scott Radinsky. He's gone 2 1/3, giving up 2 runs up to this point.
Big lead up for Freeman at first. There's a strike. 1-1. Sebring waits on deck. If he comes up, that means that the Foresters would have batted around. Kennedy, the only member of Santa Barbara not to hit in this inning until now. Softly ground on the left side. Good
hands.
pick there. Throw to first. Out number 3. Nice job by Scott Radinsky, but the damage has been done. 8-4 Foresters as we head to the top of the 6th.
Number 25, Cooper.
Back
Chef.
here, top of the 6th inning, new pitcher for the Foresters, Ty Zarodnik, who we saw last week, entering for Santa Barbara. 6'7" lefty out of the University of Oklahoma. Cooper Chef going to lead it off for the Oaks. And I'll take a first pitch fastball for a strike.
Change. Now pitching for the Foresters, Ty Zarodnik. Zarodnik on the hill.
Dude, he's inside, count evens at 1. On the ground up the middle, Pompey plays it on a high hop. To his left, fires across. Out number 1.
Now batting for the Oaks, number 5, left fielder Reeve Boyd.
Reeve Boyd getting his 3rd plate appearance of the day. 0 for 2. He grounded out to the 3rd baseman Souza in the 2nd and struck out swinging in the 4th. Strike at the knees. Breaking ball gets away from him. Way outside first. Ball 1 and 1-1 count. Two and 1. In both of the innings, the Oaks have scored. The leadoff man was retired. Big swing and a miss there for Boyd.
Good velocity coming off the mound from Zaradnik. A big boy out there.
Chopped at the plate, but foul. Definitely a different look from the left-hander, just a very high release point coming straight down on you.
Yeah, it's got to feel like it's on you so quickly, too.
Zaradnik stands at 6'7". 2-2 to Boyd. Swing and a miss. Chased a high fastball.
High heat there. Just tough for Boyd to catch up to that.
Number 35, the catcher,
Especially for a guy who hasn't seen live pitching in quite some time. Great pitch there from Zaradnik.
Now Landon West, who has thrown out 2 runners in this game for the 3rd time today. And he ropes one up the middle, but right at Sebring. A very unlucky 3rd out as he just gets it right at him. We're going to head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 8-4 Foresters. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-4 Santa Barbara. Scott Radinsky going to go out there and continue his work off the last inning. He relieved the left-hander Sam Henches.
Foresters, sponsored by Howard and Trish Cancer. Number 37 center fielder, Jonah Sebring.
Center fielder Jonah Sebring leading off here for the Foresters. He singled in the last inning, stole a base while he was at it too. 1 for 3 on the day. 1-0. And that hits him. The third Forrester hit today.
Now batting for the Foresters.
So now
sponsored
TJ
by
Pompey
Rick Wilson.
going to come up for the fourth
Number
time today.
shortstop,
1 for 2, but he's
TJ
reached
Pompey.
twice. Hit by a pitch in the third, and he singled last inning in the fifth. He also stole a base, but back in the first, he struck out swinging to the starter, Cole Fisher. Lead off base runners in the last 3 innings for the Foresters. Definitely not the way you want to go if you're the Oaks. Ball 1. Two and 0. Both teams on 3-game winning streaks. The Foresters part of the Oaks winning streak. They were the first game they won since dropping 2. Since then they've beaten the Barons twice in back-to-back contests from MLB Academy. One time at home at Cal Lutheran at Sparky Anderson Field, and then one time away at MLB Park in Compton. Soft toss over to first. Two one. Rudinsky blows that by. Pompey 2-2. Runner goes at first, and it's grounded to third. Looks back to runner, but they'll go to first for the easy out. So a fielder's choice. Going into scoring position, Sebring.
Number 3, third baseman, Nolan Souza.
Now Nolan Souza, 3 RBIs on the day, including a double and a single to his name. Hits in his last 2 plate appearances after beginning his afternoon with the strikeout swinging. Runner goes at second. No throw down. A great jump. Now 2 stolen bases in the inning for Jonah Sebring. That's now 3 stolen bases in the game. Another run 90 feet away for the Foresters. 1-0 misses outside. Two no. Just misses. So now all of a sudden Rudinsky falls behind 3-0. No, that's actually ball 4.
Sponsored by Doug Scott of the Allison
Now there's
Club.
runners at the corners
Number
for Santa
2,
Barbara.
DH, Nick Sanders.
Nick Sanders. 4th walk issued by Oaks pitching. The first walk issued by Rudinsky. This is down ball 1. Runner goes at first. The pitch, a ball, the pump fake by West. Thought better of trying to throw down, especially with another run at third base in Jonas Sebring. So now 2 in scoring position, and that'll prompt the Oaks to bring the infield in. 8-4 game here in the 6th. Three and 0. Radinsky having a lot of trouble finding the zone. You'd imagine that Sanders would have the green light. Takes a nice fastball, though, on the inside edge. And ball 4, he loses them. So now the bases will be loaded.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by Strength Happens, number 18, left fielder, Jack Holman.
And it looks like Coach Salih's coming out, so may be a pitching change here after back-to-back walks.
Just an FYI, we have a lot of hula hoops. If any former kids would like to try,
But no, he's going to stay in this game.
Players, I'm sure, will convince to hoop a little bit.
Yeah, I was told that Scott Radinsky, the plan was for Scott Radinsky just to throw this one inning. So they're definitely trying to get him through this inning.
A lot of work to do, but forced at any base. So a double play, definitely an opportunity that the Oaks would love to take. Jack Holman, who singled left on left against Sam Henches in his last at bat. He drove in a run on that coming up. Ball 1. Radinsky's fallen behind every batter of this inning. Line, fair ball down the right field line. This could very well clear the bases. 1 run home. 2 runs are going to score. Rounding, but no. Getting the stop at third is Sanders. A 2 RBI double for Jack Holman.
Just a couple of crooked numbers in a row, and the Foresters are back in control of this one, 10-4 ball game.
Sponsored by Doug Scott of the Allison
And with only 9 outs to work with offensively, the Oaks find themselves in a big hole.
Dylan Maxey, the catcher. Still yet to record a base hit in this game. One of 2 Foresters who have yet to grab a knock in the starting lineup. Ball 1. West asking the umpire about that. It looked like that pitch that was about 2 balls off that's been called all night.
Yeah, it looked like West had an extended conversation with the home plate umpire after that one. Ooh.
Fouled straight off the umpire.
West is going to go out to the mound to have a conversation with Radinsky, just to give the home plate umpire some time after that one smoked him. West, experience behind the plate, knows to give the umpire some time after that.
Two in scoring position for the Foresters. 2 runs home in the inning. One.
Great catch there from West. Definitely could have gone to the backstop.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Radinsky's got a good feel for really any of his pitches because he's been kind of missing upstairs the fastballs, and there is that with the off speed. Oaks infield still in. 2-1 outside, 3-1. Two walks in the inning and a hit by pitch. Ball four, it's going to get away, and that's going to score another run. In the back door, Sanders coming home. It's now 11-4 Foresters, and the third walk issued by Scott Radinsky in this inning for Lone.
Number 38, first baseman, Dominic Smaldino.
Now Solis coming out, and this most certainly will be a pitching change. Yeah, Scott departs. New pitcher coming in for the Oaks. We're going to step aside. Back here at the pitching change, Luis Luer is going to make his second appearance as an Oak this summer. Dominic Samaldino, as Luers inherits runners at the corners and one out. And he'll spike one that Wes able to pick. Nice job by Landon. Definitely not an ideal situation to inherit, but the double play in order and one pitch away to get out of this inning. 3 runs home for the Foresters here in the 6th. Strike. 1-1.
Luers in 2 appearances coming in today has gone 5 shutout innings. 6 strikeouts in those 5 innings.
One on the outside edge. Nice breaking ball from Luers. Oaks desperately looking to roll 2. One and 2. Swing and a miss. Striking out is Smaldino. Second time he's down by way of the K. 2 outs in the inning. Oaks 1 pitch away now from getting out of this one and stopping the bleeding.
And you have to wonder how easy it is to see the baseball for these hitters right now. We are in the hour with the sun going down. Shadows have begun to creep over the field. Can't be the easiest to see the ball coming in.
There's also no backstop in center, or
Backdrop in.
Yeah, backdrop in center. Usually there's like either a dark green or black post. Kind of allows the hitter to highlights the ball for the hitter, but just kind of bushes out there in center field.
Yeah, usually we call the big black screens a batter's eye out there.
Oh, that's what I just couldn't think of it. Batter's eye. One and one. First year for the Foresters at Eddie Matthews Field. Does that mean Eddie Matthews went here, Santa Barbara High School?
You'd have to assume that.
Presume so. Maybe he made a big donation, but why would he if he was not a student? 1-1 downstairs. It's going to get by West. Covering home is Lures, but it's going to be late. Another run home. It's now 12-4 Foresters.
Kind of a small backstop here. But that one was able to get away to the right, and definitely tricky for West to flip it to Lures.
It's definitely closer at home than I thought it would be initially. As you mentioned, the backstop pretty small compared to most, or at least smaller than back home at Sparky Anderson and Conejo. Another one downstairs, 2-1 or 3-1. Ball 4. So now the fourth base on balls issued by Oaks pitching this inning alone. The first three to Rudinsky. And for the second straight inning, the Oaks, the Foresters threatening the bat around. D. Kennedy getting his first look this inning. Sebring on deck, led off the inning with a hit by pitch. Yanks that one, 1-0. Grounded softly, foul third base way. Kennedy 2 for 3 on the day with a walk, double in the single in the first and a single and an RBI in the second. Foresters have stolen 8 stolen bases in this game. One fouled off to the right, out of play. Four runs home for the Foresters here in the 6th. Back-to-back crooked numbers. 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? No. It was close. First base umpire says that he did check it. It's the count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the inning. Luis Lure's already a strikeout to his name, looking for another one. But at the very least, he's looking to retire the side after 4 runs have come home for the Foresters. 2-2. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again. 2-2.
Kennedy playing second base today. We saw him out in center field when the Oaks played against the Foresters last week, and he did make that error out in center that allowed Tommy Kenlinger a Little League home run.
2-2. Popped up to the left, but it's going to find some more foul ground, so the battle continues. Not going down easily is Kennedy or the Foresters.
Loris has kept that breaking ball up a little bit the last couple times he's thrown it. Let's see if he could start it belt high and get it to miss out of the zone.
Another foul ball. Definitely a frustrating thing for a pitcher. The hitter, he loves it. Just seeing more pitches, getting a better feel for tendencies, and going to be able to report to the Foresters dugout anything he saw that was of interest. We'll do it again. Outside, so the count will run full.
And with each pitch, Kennedy grows more confident up there.
Two on for the Foresters. Payoff to Kennedy. Fouled off. Now he's going to see 10 pitches in this at-bat.
Kennedy really making Lures work.
Great bat the ball as the leadoff hitter for the Foresters. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. The battle continues. Now 11 pitches this plate appearance.
You have to imagine one of these pitches to hit Kennedy's going to drive, given he's seen everything Lures throws, probably got the movement profile down by now. But let's see if Lures can outlast him here.
Lure is definitely going to try to make his pitchers pitch, but you definitely don't want to lose him and walk Kennedy for the second time this game. Kennedy walked back in the fourth. Runners go, and it's flared foul.
What an at-bat. Holy cow.
Pretty crazy at bat if I do the same one myself. Respect on both sides. Great execution by both Kennedy and Lures.
Yeah, Lures just continuing to pump it in the strike zone.
That was the slider. 13th pitch of this plate appearance coming up. Runners will be on the move. 3-2. And he swings and misses and strikes out. Went after a fastball downstairs. Lures wins the battle, but the damage has been done. 4 runs in the inning for the Foresters. We're heading to the top of the 7th.
We're going to invite all of our
Top of the 7th inning, 12-4 Foresters. Alon Camarillo, 2 for 2 in the day, going to lead it off.
For the Foresters coming in to play third base, number 25, Kurt Ippolito.
Kai Caranto going to pinch it for Austin Carrillo, waits on deck. Zaradnik, the lefty, still out there for the Foresters. Camarillo fouls one into Maxi's mitt, strike one.
It's going to be a slew of pinch hitters coming up for the Oaks after Camarillo.
Inside corner called strike. Alon did not agree, but he falls behind 0-2. Up and away. One, two, fouled off to the right, out of play. Popped up foul. Catcher Maxi will run out of room. Find foul ground just a little bit behind the bleachers over there on the right side.
This point in the game where it kind of feels out of reach for the Oaks, 8 runs here in the 7th. It's just about taking quality at bats for these hitters, getting those reps in. Even though it feels like it's over, these guys aren't going to take a cheap at bat.
Camarillo retired for the first time tonight with the strikeout there.
Now batting for the Oaks, number 7, Kai Caranto.
So Kai Caranto pitch hitting for Austin Carrillo, first time today. And he'll shoot one foul off to the right. The Oaks are off tomorrow, and then they travel back here to Santa Barbara for another back-to-back contest with these Foresters. They did that with the Barons this past week, played the first game at home, and then traveled to Compton. Strike called.
Will White waits on deck. So he's going to pinch hit.
On the ground, shortstop way, Pompey. 2 outs.
Now batting for the Oaks, number 19, Will White.
As Josh mentioned, Will White getting his first look today, taking over for Tommy Kenlinger's spot. Kenlinger had been 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI single. First pitch fouled into Maxi's glove, strike one. Tardy in the fastball, and he falls behind 0-2. Two fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Or 0-2, I should say.
That's what we're talking about with just keep taking quality at bats. White goes down 0-2, and very easily you can just fall asleep in this at-bat, give up. But a really good 2-strike pitch, and he's up there working, fouling it away.
These Oaks don't quit. At the knees, strike 3 called. Quick inning for the Foresters as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Luis Lures going back out. Jonas Sebring going to lead it off for the Foresters. A lot of defensive changes for the Oaks. We'll let you know as we kind of figure that out. Max O'Day taking over at first base. Looks like Marcus Galvan
It's
or
Will White. I
Will
believe.
White behind the plate.
Yeah, I got them all down. So it's Will White. He's gonna take over the catching for Landon West. Max Auday's over there at first. It's still Nick Leahy, Alon Camarillo, and Cooper Sheff, second, short, and third baseman. And then in right field, Kai Caranto enters the game in right. Lucas Danielitz comes in the game to play center field. And then in left field, it is still Reeve Boyd. We'll probably have a new DH as well.
On the ground foul down the left field line. Excuse me, could you? There's a camera.
Has been interrupted.
Shortstop, TJ Pompey.
Is OBS disconnecting?
It did, but it's back.
TJ Pompey fouls one off. Back behind the plate. Again, fouled straight back. And Luis Lure is just doing exactly what Coach Solis wants. He's just pounding the zone. As we've seen, especially in that 13 or 14 pitch plate appearance against D. Kennedy, which ended in a Lure strikeout. Upstairs. Shadows covering half of the infield. Two fouled off. We've seen that twice now. The ball ricocheting off the high fence and then somehow getting over and into the stands. Not watching too closely, but that's kind of interesting. It almost domed somebody, so good thing did not make contact with anybody. That most certainly wouldn't have felt good. That is strike 3. Third strikeout of the day for Luis Luers. Second time Pompey's down by way of the K.
Well, we've talked about it. In a blowout like this, all you got to do is throw strikes coming out of the pen.
This is a pinch hitter, Kurt Ippolito, in place of Souza. Stares at a strike right down the middle. 0-2.
Luers looking really good this inning.
He is. He's looked good this entire appearance. I mean, had to really battle. A lot of times you see those, the longer the plate appearance comes, the more likely the hitter's going to come out on top, especially in a full count set situation. Popped up. Camarillo calling. Backpedals in shallow left field and makes the catch. Nice little 1-2-3 inning for Luis Luers. We're heading to the top of the 8th. Eighth inning. Jack Johnson pinch hitting for Justin Rubin. Zaradnik still out there for his third inning of work.
Still remaining in the game in the on-deck circle is Nick Leahy.
Late on the fastball, 0-2. The Oaks took the first game of the season series against these Foresters last week, but barring a significant change, it looks like the series is going to be even up at 1. And will continue as Jack Johnson takes a strike probably off the plate, but we've been seeing that all night long.
Now batting for the Conejo Oaks.
Oaks
number
off
29,
tomorrow, but
second
then
baseman,
on
Nick
Thursday,
Leahy.
back here in Santa Barbara for another away game. Nick Leahy, as you mentioned, still staying in this game. 0 for 2, but he does have a RBI and a sac fly. That came in the 5th inning. That's when the Oaks tied the score up at 4 before the game kind of just got away on us. Strike one called.
In the on-deck circle is Max Audet, who we saw into the game for Tanner Beltowski at first.
Upstairs. One pitch, high chopper up the middle, and it's going to get over both infielders, Kennedy and Pompey, and into center field. A base hit. First knock of the day for Nick Leahy.
Now
comes
batting
with
for
one
the
out in
Conejo
the 8th
Oaks,
inning.
Number 8, Max Audet.
Well, we saw Leahy in his first at-bat hit one that was probably 100 miles an hour up the middle that the shortstop Pompey made a really nice play on, so only fair that Leahy gets a hit on a ball that he chopped about 5 feet in front of the plate.
Max Audet pinch hitting. Got the start a couple of days ago. Only one start this season, as he did arrive a little bit late. But still trying to work his way into getting some more consistent at-bats.
Yeah, he couldn't join the Oaks right away because his new team, he plays for St. John's. They won the Big East regular season tournament, so they did have postseason ball to play, which is what caused Max's delayed start to the Oaks summer.
He grounds one the other way. Pompey on a high hop goes to second for one. Back to first in time. Double play. 6-4-3 in the Twin Killing as we head to the bottom of the 8th. 12-4 for us. Bottom of the 8th inning. 12-4 Foresters. Another pinch hitter, Jacob Cove. New pitcher for the Oaks, Daniel Orozco. First pitch grounded solidly. Nice play, Chef. In time. Well, he's been doing it all defensively today. We've seen him pick up a lot of high choppers, and now he
Daniel Orozco.
gets a great
Now batting
full
for the
extension
Foresters,
diving play for out number
number
1.
18, left fielder, Jack Holman.
I have been informed just now that we've actually been pronouncing Orozco's name wrong. It's Orozco, not Orozco.
Our apologies. We'll keep that in mind. Daniel Orozco, as you mentioned in the game, as this pitch is flying out to center field. Lucas Danielwicz in the game. In the left center field gap will make the catch. 2 quick outs for Orozco.
Now batting for the Foresters, number 34, catcher, Dylan Maxey.
I'm very surprised to see that the Foresters haven't made a single substitution. They've made one, I should say, but they haven't made any pinch-hitting substitutions. It's in a game that's been over for a few innings. Oftentimes you see, like the Oaks are doing in this one, putting a lot of the bench guys to get some reps defensively and at the plate.
It's also nice to give starters rest in addition to getting those extra reps for guys who don't usually find themselves in the starting lineup. You know, we play a lot of baseball. A lot of consecutive games. Obviously, we'll off day tomorrow, and we did have the rare 2 off days. That doesn't happen again this season, so I think that's just kind of the way it worked out with the Monday being a normal scheduled off day and then Father's Day on Sunday. But the Oaks definitely enjoyed it. I know I did. I went back home to San Diego for 2 days. Now back up for some Oaks baseball. As Maxey jumps out of the way, and they say that it grazes him, so a
Now
hit by
batting for the
pitch.
Foresters, sponsored by Pacific Press, number
He's now reached
38,
3 out of 5
first
times, but it's still
baseman,
yet to record a hit.
Dominic
Most certainly, or most likely won't
Smaldino.
unless he comes up again. Dominic Smaldino. The other Forester who's yet to record a hit today. 0 for 3 with a walk to his name. First pitch from Orozco's fouled straight back. Great spot on the outside edge. 0-2. Orozco jumping out in front of Smaldino, looking for his first strikeout of the day. Sprayed off to the right, foul.
Ooh, that smoked a car.
Yeah, it's in first ever high school baseball game on JV. I fouled one off and it broke a car window. Wasn't really fun for me. It's kind of the way it worked is that the parking lot on the first base side, it was the teacher's parking lot. So I broke my future English teacher's car, as that is the first strikeout of the day for Daniel Orozco. We're heading to the top of the 9th, Oaks trailing 12-4. Off in the ninth inning. Oaks down 12-4. Oaks debut for Chef. No hits yet to his name, but he's made some pretty spectacular plays at third, really all night long. Also, new pitcher for the Foresters, Reed Hensley.
Yeah, going back to what you were saying about Chef's defense, I was actually down by the Foresters bullpen at one point during this game, and they were actually talking about Chef's defense because he made a nice play out there, and they were commenting. One of the comments that stuck out to me was them saying that third baseman is nasty. So Chef commanding some respect from the opposing team, and you also have to remember that this is a freshman that we're talking about. Chef just coming off his freshman year at the University of Oregon, and he redshirted, so he'll still be a freshman going into next season.
Oregon definitely getting a great glove and most certainly a great bat.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how he hits this summer, how he progresses offensively.
Takes a bender upstairs, 2-1.
And tomorrow, the rest of Chef's teammates from the University of Oregon will be joining us to play on Thursday's game. That is Jack Brooks and Dominic Hellman. Brooks, a returning Oak player, and Hellman actually was on this Foresters team last year. But they'll both be joining the Oaks for Thursday's contest, and that'll be a big boost to this team.
Two fouled straight back.
Reeve Boyd collecting some foul balls in the on-deck circle.
Ripped and off the glove of Kennedy. That's going to be a base hit. The first hit of the summer for Cooper Chef rounds out his day.
Now batting for the Oaks.
The fact that he even got a glove on that was impressive.
He got up there for sure. Sharp line drive, and Kennedy fully extended, just kind of in and out of the glove. So now Lucas Danielewicz has a helmet on. He'll be on deck right now. Leadoff runner on for the Oaks. Reeve Boyd for the fourth time today. 0 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to third in the second. Struck out swinging in the fourth and sixth. One catches the corner. Fastball misses out. Hensley, the pitcher, wanted it.
I'm going to go see if I could find out if we can get velocity for this guy because he's chucking it.
Yeah, definitely firm fastball. From our IDAR, we could say it's over 90 for sure as Boyd goes around. So now Lucas Danielewicz for the first time today. Came in as a defensive replacement. Took over in center field for Tommy Kendlinger. Made a catch in that last inning as he softly grounds this one. That is going to get played by Kennedy, but is going to have no play. Just kind of in a hole. So Danielewicz with the single.
Now batting for the Oaks, number 1, Alon Camarillo.
Alon Camarillo, fourth at bat today. 2 for 3 to his name. He did strike out swinging back in the seventh.
So I did find out that we got 91, 92 coming off the mound right now. He's topped at 2 this inning, but it's been sitting 91.
Camarillo takes outside 2-0. 2-0 and a high fly ball to right center field. This should do it. Freeman there for out number 2.
Now batting for the Oaks, number 7, Kai Caranto.
So Kai Caranto, who came in as a pinch hitter for Austin Carrillo back in the 7th, getting his second look. Grounded out to Pompey at shortstop. Waves and misses at that one. Good off-speed pitch from Hensley. Catches the corner. Caranto disagreed. Been a pretty wide zone all night, but here in the 9th inning, looks like it could be expanding a little bit. 2 on for the Oaks. And it's served into right center field. That's down for a hit. Coming around second and scoring is Chef. The Oaks get one back. It's now 12-5. Kai Caranto now riding a couple 3-game hitting streak.
Will White.
Well, we've talked about it a few times in these later innings. With the game seemingly out of reach, still really important for these Oaks hitters to get up there and take those quality at-bats, quality plate appearances. Caranto, who is behind in the count 0-2, is able to lace one into right field for a hit.
Will White getting his second look today. He struck out looking in the 7th inning to the left-hander Zarodnik. First time facing Hensley. Just misses outside. 2-0 to Will White. Reno. 3-0, slow grounder, third base way. And that is that. Oaks dropped this one by a score of 12-5. And they're off tomorrow, but just a game that kind of got away from them. They at one point tied the score 4-4, but other than that, no luck as the Foresters run away with this one 12-5. We want to thank you for joining us today as we all get some nice rest tomorrow before we head back out here to Santa Barbara on Thursday. 12-5 the final score. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.